Last video, we looked at the top 10 seasons of the UHC. This time, we're going to be doing something a little different. Today, we are going to be counting down the top 5 worst seasons of Homies UHC. For this list, being number 1 is not a good thing, because it means it is the worst season of the UHC. Similar to the last video, we're going to start off with a few honorable mentions. First up is Season 19. This season had the makings of a good one, with a city map and moles as the two major scenarios, but Flawless's team steamrolled through the game with little opposition, which puts it down a lot. My next honorable mention isn't a particular season, but rather just the teen seasons in general. I call seasons 11 through 19 the dark ages of the UHC. The videos became really bad and the UHCs were really nothing special. The only one that really stands out is season 18, which was a crossover season with MLG, but even that season had some problems.
I don't know where I'm going.
What?
Nice.
Oh, we got him! Where's his stuff?
Nice.
No stuff.
Did you get his?
No stuff.
Spoiler alert, but there's already 2 of the teens on this top 5, and there could have easily been more. Starting off at number 5 is the most recent season on this list, Season 27. Season 27 was Ender Dragon Rush and team captains, and it seemed like it had the makings of a good season, until...
Why do I keep hearing ticking sounds?
Wait, you hear that too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do too. I just didn't feel like my
Kevin?
I don't know this, I'll be honest.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
What is it?
We're all about to get
is that?
teleported, bro.
What the fuck is that?
Distraction.
Oh, what the fuck? Swift?
Why did we all get teleported?
Nobody move.
We said we wanted to beat up. I don't think this is how we meant to do it.
The major reason why this season is so low is because of the server messing up and teleporting everyone to 0-0 randomly. We all had to awkwardly walk into the end, one team by one, and then proceed to fight when half the players weren't even fully ready for PvP. There are also a lot of other issues with this season, such as regeneration being on in the end. Personally, I'm extra salty about this season, because my team was in a good position to make it to the end first, and potentially secure my 5th win in a row. But alas, the server had other plans. So why isn't this season ranked worse? Well, the season still had several funny moments that occurred.
Okay, if we got lost you two on...
It's over.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I see you guys.
And if it wasn't for these moments, the season probably would have just been scrapped entirely. At number 4, we have Season 11. The first season post the first anniversary UHC, Season X, was disappointing. For the first time since Season 1, we decided to play on the latest version of the game instead of 1.8. We also were doing a new scenario that we hadn't done before called Mystery Teams. I thought this scenario would be really cool, but it didn't work out too well. Only one team was able to actually find each other, and, spoiler alert, they ended up winning. The scenario failed horrendously, with so many people just dying before finding their team. There were no technical issues with this season, which was a plus I guess, but the whole game was just so lackluster. I found a god apple though and ate it, so I guess that was cool. At number 3, we have Season 15, also known as the worst anniversary season of the UHC. This UHC was red versus blue and moles. The reason this season ranks so low is because the mole team ended up being incredibly stacked and just ran through the entire game with no difficulty. Kelvin, Swift, Caleb, and Nick paired together proved to be too strong for the rest of the players. And besides the end fight on the mountain that featured Tristan singing Eye of the Tiger, nothing really cool happened.
Rise it up, back to the top. Took my time, took my chances. I'm dead.
This was also the only season that I ended up dying before PvP even started. So maybe if I was alive, I could have saved this boring season. But I doubt it. At number 2, we have Season 7. This season was supposed to be superheroes, but after Swift and I couldn't get the scenario to work, it ended up being potion swap and captains instead. This season deserves a spot on this list, if only for it being the single worst UHC montage of the series. My audio didn't record and nobody else sent me any footage, so the montage was just me blaring Galaxy Goats in the background.
I've been in the cave, I've been mining them ores. I feel like I'm out of my game. It feel like my diamonds ain't mine. Who plays Minecraft?
Besides that, the season was alright, I guess. It kind of just ended up being a huge clusterfuck at 0-0 with people running around the whole time. There are 0 memorable moments from the season, and that paired with the fact that the only existing footage of it is borderline unwatchable is the reason the season lands here. At number 1, the single worst season of Homies UHC is Season 5. This season could have been good. It was love at first sight, and I found Esky pretty early on in the game. Things were all going smoothly. Until... Are you actually serious?
That's it for today.
Swift ended up messing up the border, and it killed almost everyone who was left in the game, besides Tristan and Ben, who were hiding at 0-0. We tried to salvage it by giving people their stuff back, but it ended up just feeling really weird and it killed the momentum of the game. The final fight was pretty boring, with Swift utterly destroying me with a lava bucket at the end. This season also gave Anthony his fabled 4th win in a row. And as we all know, he let everybody know that.
You're a 4-time season champion.
The technical issues of this season were even worse than Season 27, because at least in that season, over half the lobby wasn't killed due to Swift's incompetence. There was some uproar at the time of just scrapping the season entirely, which, looking back, we probably just should have. But instead, I decided to just host the next season sooner to compensate. Well, that's it. The top 5 worst seasons of Homies UHC all time. If there's any other seasons you all think should have been included, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.